them two growing up together. And when we used to go off somewhere, we'd always come back and we'd turn into the driveway, and first thing Emily would do is bang her head on the window. And even up to what, 3 months ago? Same thing. I'd start laughing before I'd turn in and bang.
Plus you'd be like, look, and I'd be like this, you go,
Yeah. But anyway, I'm proud of you. You've done good.
Go up there.
And I'd like to come see your games and stuff. Please try to get to some of them. Okay? You take care of yourself, and from me and Ann both, we both love you.
Aww.
Then, of course, she entered high school. At that point, I had an afro. Then everything just went bad. No, then she got Coach Williams. When we got to Sprayberry, we sent 5 girls up, myself and Coach Al. They chose a lot of other girls over Emily at that time and wanted her to play down. But we believed that she could play whatever. So when they went out and played their first game, the coach found out that she actually could play basketball. And then I think he moved her up in practice and said she would have to do 2 practices. But because she was stubborn, like, our Auntie Tammy,
I'll take that.
she came home instead of went to practice. And the coach called me and Sheree was like, where's Emily at? She's supposed to be at practice. I said, what'd you say to her? He said, I told her either she go and practice over here or go home. I said, oh, so she came home. But Coach Williams was her freshman and her mentor throughout high school. Anytime she needed a friend to talk to, even to today, he's in her life. Coach.
Coach Williams! Woo!
Thank you. First, I'd like to thank Mom and Dad and Emily for inviting me to come and talk to you guys. It's been a real quick 4 years. I think I've actually known her 5 since she was in JJ. And before we get to Emily, each and every one of you guys are very blessed to have your parents involved with your life, because behind every successful young adult, there's caring parents that are there. And take it from me, there's a lot of kids that I see that don't have 2 parents or 1 parent. They're the parent for their families and their younger siblings and sometimes neighbors, cousins, what have you. But Emily's blessed to have 2 parents that really love her, and you're going to be very successful because you have that background behind you. So, both parents. This day is a celebration for Emily getting ready to go to college, but also it's a celebration because Emily's not going to be at home. No more babies, you 2, by the way. So now you guys are going to start a new life, as well as Emily starting a new life of being a young adult and moving into adulthood. I can remember Emily when she first was in middle school, and she probably didn't know I was watching her, but when she was playing basketball back then, I was just licking my chops thinking, hey, I can't wait till she gets up to the high school. My first thought was they're not going to let me get her because she's fast enough and has a basketball IQ that's much higher than a 9th grade level basketball player. But whatever reason it was, she was allotted to me as a 9th grader. So I was really excited about that. Emily came with some skills. A lot of other 9th grade girls usually don't have any skills. So I told her, hey, we're going to the hold every time. And I told her, go to the hold, go to the hold, go to the hold. I took the time out in one game, 3 in a row, as a matter of fact. because Emily would not go to the hole. And Larry was laughing on the side because he saw me turning red. I started turning a little mahogany on the side because she was making me mad, and she wouldn't go to the hole. And I don't think I cussed that game, because I don't usually cuss, but it was all in preparation for her moving up to the varsity, which happened during that same year. And boy, she got some cussing at that time, so she learned how to take that. For those of you who may or may not know Coach Giles, he's a very passionate person, and he loves his basketball more than he loves life itself. And Emily took that like a champ. Anytime you can come from a coach like me that never uses any cuss words to one that uses a cuss word every other word, it's a big adjustment. Backing up a little bit, I had Emily in a biology class.
Oh my goodness, oh my
Her
God.
freshman year. And some boy paid attention to her, so she would not pay attention to those books. All she wanted to do was giggle in class. And I sat there with my left eye on her and the right eye on another boy. You know how Marty Feldman does, both eyes going both ways. And in turn, I started calling parents, hey, we got to go ahead and get this grade because she's not going to be able to play if she doesn't start getting these grades. And for some of you who are student athletes or maybe moving in, that's my biggest thing. You know, you got to continue with the books. Once you move on to college, that's still a big focus. You got to come in there like it's a business, because it is. Hit those books, hit those books, hit those books, and everything else will take care of itself. So, Emily, I want to wrap this up by saying, I've always been close to my heart. You still owe me some tacos.
I knew you was going to say that.
You owe me tacos. We had a bet. What was that bet? I think it was about 3-point shots.
Yeah, three-pointers, yeah.
You're going to make so many three-pointers in the game, and I think she missed it by one shot, and it was like all the tacos you could eat, and so she still owes me, and I haven't forgotten about that. So I want those when you get back this week. I'll even buy the first one, but I want you to buy something for me. But you'll always be close to my heart. I'm looking forward to good things when you come back. Pay attention to boys when you get to college. Take a little time before you pay attention to them. But again, thanks for you guys inviting me over.
You're welcome. Aww.
Then we started playing AAU ball. I never trusted my daughter with a lot of the coaches because of Eagles. You know, everybody was arrogant about the coaching thing instead of the development. And then I ran upon Coach Maurice, who was like a brother from, we could have came from the same mother. He was that close to me in thinking about what we had to do to make these kids successful. In our program, every senior that we've had has went to college in our summer programs. It started with D. D, stand up.
Yeah, D! Big Boston!
D didn't get the publicity she should have gotten in high school, so she got it through myself and Coach Maurice over that summer, and ended up going to Boston College. So that was one blessing. And then Emily came along after D as a senior. And today we have 3 seniors in our program. Each senior now is signed to a college. So we deliver when we say development and getting our kids to where they need to be at. Then Maurice came along and he taught her the knowledge part of the game, how to see the game from her perspective. Because as a father, you can only teach so much to your child before she stops listening. So I had to step back and then have him step in. He had to step back and allow me to do the same with D as I had to do with him. So Coach Maurice.
Well, you stole most of my thunder, but I want to thank Coach and Cherie. Y'all did a wonderful job with Emily. And thank you, Coach, because he gave me a phone call. He was running late. This is one of my fondest memories of the day. When Emily, I looked at her because you the point guard. I said, you got to be the leader. Go out there and have fun. She hit 3 for 3 from 3-pointers, 11 points. Coach came and like, how we get this lead? And I looked at him and I said, Emily, he just couldn't believe it because you want to be making him so proud of you that you play tight.
Yep.
And me being an assistant coach, I was able to see that. So that's why I say just go out, have fun. The game gonna come to you, and you was able to do that, and your confidence grew from then. And so I'm just proud of, you know, the way you continue to grow. And like I say, Coach and Sheree put you in a position. You had all the family support, and you just took it from there, and look where you at now.